son, I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
And New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. 3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Cover. Check safety. Check safety. Let him go. Out him go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37th. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Joker, Joker, Joker.
Here's Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years?
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Lightning speed there on the sack from the corner, Duke Dawson. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. And some room to run now. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On 4th down, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Ready?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51. Come on. 51's a Mike, boy. 51. Pick it up, guys. Go.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go.
Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Hey, let's go.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. Completes it to Samuel. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First down, Broncos.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Throwing on first down is Locke. Taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. That one good for 37 yards. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go now. 94. Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, Delta. Be Griffin.
Locke looks to throw it again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be stopped short. The 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative.
David Johnson on his way. The 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that
answer. That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke, escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Flushed out right. He's got Freeman here. It's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
First down, Denver.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down, Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it down to the 32.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. 2nd tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the 2nd Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Whitney Merciless in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's Locke to throw. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Locke to throw for it on fourth. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Kenny Golladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Switch.
On the option, and they'll give this one to Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Come. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Come off the ball. 59.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Come on, Locke.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jeremiah Tauchu. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Talking about.
Ready. 30 base. Yeah. Go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Joe Mixon, and he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He'll get this one to Golladay. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Kenny Golladay with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Now Locke goes right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Your track, your track. Mike 54. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Watson just beating the play clock. Going deep here for Stills. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Hey, Steve 6.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike 50, move. Exit. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Let's go.
Here's Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Go, Mike.
This is that. 19.
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming across. Watch the run.
Let's go. Let's go.
Watson on first down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't.
Now Locke, he lost the football in town, and the Texans scoop it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively.
They got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Lock now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Throwing on second and long. Lock going right side here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Let's go.
On third down, Lock. He's got his tight end Fant. A good pickup there at 22.
50, play.
Check 15, check 15.
Pilot, 64, quick. Snap.
On play action, Lock. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's put that team on the hunt. Mike,
look at me. Sit.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 6-yard line.
This is it. 19.
Alert 3. Check. Kill.
And no time now.
Room here to run. Will Fuller. Nobody there to stop him. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 94 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Lock now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lock. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Whitney merciless in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Another try after the first down sack. Lock, open man is Galladay, complete. 23 yards the pickup there. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
This is Mixon. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lock to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw it is Lock. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 12 more yards there and another first down. Again, it's Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Clock now to throw. Intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Double dog, that's the way.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First down, a run with Smallwood. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
54!
They go to Johnson again. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up.
On fourth down, Watson. It's caught by Sanders. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Stop here, D. No. 36.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike 51. Rabbit. Hey, watch it. Chance.
Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Motion. Mike, alert. Hey, what's the ball? Wide. Get wide.
Toss play. This is Smallwood. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Mike, 6-6. Pull it high. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Go, Mike.
A big spot now for the rookie lock. Open man is Samuel, complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, Smallwood. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson finding fouls complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Under 10.
They run Smallwood. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Okay, we got to snap it.
It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
Switch. Hey, alert 3. Check out. You go tank.
What? Squeeze.
6 guys.
5.
Now Locke. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Ready. Hand over.
Hey, check.
Get it.
One final try for Locke. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
17.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Texans, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.